Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here for you another nerdy video. Now, unfortunately this is part 2 of the quest on a Meridian's Trail. Normally folks, I know I normally do like one video per quest, but some things came up during my recordings of this, and I unfortunately just couldn't get out of them, and so yeah, I had to end that recording early. But looking enough, it did feel like a checkpoint, you know, activate and like begin to activate these. So there at least
Let's hope these trail markers can breach the wall of ice around the fortress.
As long as the trail markers are still functional, we should be fine.
You think these things will get us through that giant fortress wall?
I want to say, I'm glad that... Oh shit! Okay, we survived. What was I saying? Oh yeah. At least we left off I just started to come back during the early stages of me playing this DLC, I was a little concerned that now that the main story was over, the situation oh shit! That is cool. Maybe I should have done this. If I did that for the main story, I would have had a really cool ability against, some enemies like. That being said, again, we're getting into the weeds of one of my biggest complaints with this game, which is you're limited to just the A power system. And so let's see here. Okay, we're gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna move the Arcane Barrage to Y. Okay, and then we'll move this to where that was, and then we will put that should be always ticked, and then we'll put this. There we go. So that way we have both power for a and we also have that shield. Also, I might go and get a respec necklace for it, because I always like the idea that, like, when it at least comes to the Inquisitor powers, you know, we have a multitude of different things. And I will say that this is a wasted opportunity. This was a wasted trade. They should have just given you these abilities, because there's quite literally just 2 abilities, one from a DLC, so like it would have been just 2. So in my opinion, it is a bit of a waste. Yeah, I might actually go do that real quick. Yeah, I can afford to go off and do it now, because at least there's this fast travel point. So I'll take 2 points away from something. might also change Spirit Barrage. No, wait, no. Spirit Barrage. I'm trying to think. Because unfortunately, the party is very reliant on fire, which is again a big issue. Oh god, the loading screens in this game. That's one thing I'm not gonna miss. And again, I feel like we're nearing the end of the Jaws of Hakkon DLC. Alright.
We have to agree on a red one.
Yep. It's purchased. There, the tactician's renewal. Right. Oh wow, it does not respec. Oh yeah, we got these two abilities for free, so we'll quickly spend 3 points to get these things. And they're already hockeyed. Excellent. Okay, next we'll do our thing here. I'm not gonna bother getting that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Simulacrum. Then that. Spirit damage, weapon period. I keep forgetting that actually deals damage per second, and I'm here detonating it so often. I should just leave it to do the damage. Like, look at that. It'll deal like almost 300% weapon damage per second for 10 seconds. Like, I keep forgetting that. Actually, I'm not going to go with that. I hardly ever get to pull that off, especially with these high level enemies. It's just not worth it. Alright. Now I want the threat reduction from here. So I will grab that. Okay, energy barrage. use on incapacitated foes for a combo. Each hit from the doors target resistance to your staff. So it deals 100% weapon damage, but targets are random. You know what? Yeah, let's actually go with that one. Yeah, we want that. So we'll grab lightning bolt. And then we want this one as well. And then this is John. Yeah, I'm not. We don't have enough people in the party to do that. So each time you pass, you gain mana. Pass your enemies leaves them chilled. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. No. So now this aids in mana regen, so we're going to grab that, and we're going to grab this passive. Now, in terms of damage dealing abilities, we can still grab Emulate. See, they both this deals AoE damage. We're actually going to go with this one. Then we'll grab that. The spell consumes half your current barrier. To empower the larger barrier, consume the greater barrier. So there we go. So we're sacrificing Emulate instead to do this one. So we will map this to X. So we are still dealing like some fire damage, and then we are going to map this because it is a very handy avoidance ability. So we respect for more so in this situation more for regeneration of our abilities. So like now when we stand still we get an extra 50% mana regen. Then this these passives are about our cooldowns. So your spell burns away immediate magic that would otherwise slow you down. Every spell you cast shortens your active cooldown times. And then now whenever we get a critical hit, it also lowers our cooldown times by whenever we trigger okay, there's a cooldown on this. So that's 10 seconds. So that ability will activate once every 10 seconds. And then here we have the passive. So now our basic attacks lower cooldown time by 0.5 seconds. This will do periodic lightning damage, which is again very handy. We have this, and we now just upped the weapon damage to 100% our weapons damage, so that's pretty nice. Now whenever we're critically injured, we will get a shield for 100%. we now have 50% less threat reduction. We now whenever we do have a barrier, we're going to have a thing. Now, I have barrier currently equipped. I could throw chain lightning or lightning bolt. Let's see here. Again, it will give me an extra damage type. Might be worth, yeah, grabbing one of these. Incapacitated. See, I'm hoping that this, I'll keep barrier on myself because then I can apply it onto myself. So I always keep, it allows me to try and keep at least a barrier on my character all the time. Alright, back to here. And again, we can just go to this camp. And I believe there is a way across there. So Varric, Dorian, and then Blackwall. So yeah, no, I thought it was an upgrade that caused your staff to, sorry, your energy barrage to deal, what's it called? Your staff's damage. But no, it turns out it was just always thing. And the reason why I'm not making any more runes is I could further enhance my staff, obviously, but I'm waiting until we get to the Trespasser DLC. Because Trespasser gets us to the tier 4 stuff. We haven't gotten as many blueprints for tier 4 staffs in this current DLC. Really? That thing is triggering combat? Right. And I do like that. I like how these arc points, they hone in on like where you're supposed to go. So it's not just like, oh yeah, the statue is facing this way. You can, the lightning bolt is literally showing that like the target is on the surface. Right now I have the, what's that ability that's showing up? I'm getting the benefits of Guardian Spirit for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting the benefits of that. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight. I have Dorian's Oh, wait. I don't think I have Dorian's tactics set up. Favored. Favored. Okay, he is set up. Yeah, I really need to make sure that their other abilities are set up. Okay, so he's set up. Because they always end up having like their things yet. So his Counter-Strike thing set up. Varric with his... There we go. There we go. And then obviously... Yeah. Yeah, Pyrotechnics is good enough. What? Oh, that's probably me. That's my delivery. Come in. Sorry about that, folks. I ordered some off Amazon to enhance my face-to-face D&D games. Actually, before I even open the Steam, make sure I redid that. My name's like, yep, there's my name. Now, funny enough, I only realised after I ordered it, when I was looking at it on Amazon. Yes, I know this is after I ordered it, folks. That a certain thing that I ordered to enhance my D&D games is actually made by the same company that makes my favourite mug. I have a special D&D mug. So I was like, oh wow, that's super convenient. Oh good, they really did pack away in a very tight thing. Be careful taking it out. There we go, there's the... Aha! Yes! Sorry folks. I always wanted one, and now I decided to finally get one. I bought myself an hourglass. Now you guys can't see it, unfortunately. Oh wow! Now I don't know the exact time of the hourglass, and it doesn't come up. Where's my phone? We'll actually use my phone now to time how long it takes for the sands to go out. Sorry folks about this. I've always wanted an hourglass for D&D games, and now I finally have one. But unfortunately, there's no indicator when you're buying it how long it lasts. So let's see here. Alright, start. So let's see how long it lasts. I'm hoping it lasts a minute, Because that way, okay, that means I only have to turn it 10 times for certain spells and whatnot. Okay, we're at 25 seconds. It's still going. 30. Oh, God, no. Okay, so I don't know if there was a design issue with it. I should have read the reviews. But yeah, no, it seems to only last like 43 seconds. Uh, uh, okay. I'm gonna leave a brief review. Because again, like, that was the annoying thing, is like there's literally no, like, you go through the specifications and whatnot, and there is absolutely no information. If you go, even if you go to additional details, it just talks about the actual design of the hourglass. It doesn't talk. There's no mention of the time. I'll round up. Alright, now the other thing I got is something that I need to buy a replacement of, because while I was on the bus at one point, someone bumped into me, and, well, not so much as bumped, they basically shoved me, so they can get to a spot on the bus. And they broke my tripod. Okay, so I had to buy a new one. Now again, the tripod was not very expensive, so that's why I did. I was going to make a bigger deal out of it. Okay, so let's see. This tripod has a neat little bag that I'm going to have to use to transport it in. Oh wow, this is a heavy duty tripod. Wow, it actually has some fucking weight to it. Yeah, it has a stand that I can use. Actually, I need to make sure it's compatible with my... Sorry folks, I need to check to see if this tripod will actually function with my attachments that I use from an older tripod for my phone. Where did I put that thing? Oh, I like it how it has a little handle. Let's put the box down off the bed because my dogs are probably going to get annoyed or see that, oh, something new. I should pee on it. Anyone who has dogs will understand what I'm referring to. Where is the screw-on attachment? I know I still have one. I never throw them out because I made that mistake once, and I swore to myself I'm never going to make that mistake again. And I even told my family, like, hey, if you see these, do not get rid of them. There should be one in my backpack. There it is. Could have sworn I had an extra one. There we go. Alright, let's see here. See, the last one I had was made of plastic. This one seems to be made of tougher material. Okay. There's a push thing that is really bothering me because it's making it hard to screw in the thing because it keeps popping up every single time. Whoa, whoa. What the hell was that? Okay, so that attachment fully comes off. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. I detach this, screw it in, and then I slot it back in. And then I lock. Okay. See, now, unfortunately, there was no instructions, there wasn't. So, if I do that, how do I extend it? Sorry, folks, I'm going to pause the recording at this point now. Okay, folks, sorry about all that. Oh, got really excited as I started examining more and more my new stuff. What is that ability? Oh, I need to switch it back. I need to see it. Is that his bomb ability? Yes, it is. So it's actually not doing what I wanted it to do. So, yeah, because it's not meant to be that. It's meant to be... There we go. I don't know. Layer the battlefield with bombs. Yeah. So, why is it only the one? Okay, hold on. Something's gone wrong with Varric's ability. Oh, give me a sec, folks. Throw everything. It's now never used. Every NC stamina to layer the battlefield with traps. Okay. We're gonna toggle it for now. Okay, so now we just throw a fire one. Funny enough, it looks like it's still consuming all his stamina. Okay, no, not all of his stamina. Just a significant amount. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Artificer. Okay. Okay, you know, maybe I need to remap it. Give me a sec, folks. You know, I'll replace it with something else. There we go. There we go. Now, yeah. Now, if we upgraded his stamina, then that will equal it to more mobs. Alright.
Are we waiting now? I'm so glad I came along.
I don't know what you're complaining about. You're taller than I am.
Oh, but no, folks. I have mixed feelings. I love my tripod. I love my new one now that I just opened there, folks. And I'm about to test. While I had the video, the recording paused. I'm at to, you know, testing it out. It is as tall as I am, which I love. And again, the only issue I'm having with my order was the fact that the timer is unfortunately only about like 44 seconds. So, which means in order like now, looking enough, knowing my party's ever been to require 1 minute, they're always going to have more time than 1 minute. So, but it's going to require me to do one extra rotation. So, like, if I give them, if they cast, for example, I don't know, Speak with Dead, that's 10 minutes. So I would essentially have to give them 11 rotations of the hourglass, I believe. Or it would be 12, I think. It'd be 12 or 11, due to the fact that, like, I also have to take into account me physically picking up the hourglass and turning it over, which should take about a second or so. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I'll adjust it to playing time rate. Because I'm not going to be unfair to my players. Just a shame that they didn't put the description, the time on the description of the order. Oh. What's the kilowatt barrier? Okay, that seemed almost instantaneous. Oh, they're going after the goddamn Tusken again. Just gonna ignore that. How many more of these are there?
800 years is a long time to expect a path to stay pristine. We'll have to find another way.
Wrong button.
You did not have to apologize to me, Dorian.
People who say that to me are usually wrong.
I am indeed a murderer, and I escaped my past to become a warden, like many others before me.
Obviously, the original Blackwall saw something in you. I respect that.
And you abandoned your life of privilege for the sake of principle alone.
I didn't like that life.
It was wrong of me to lump you in with peers you hardly resemble.
Truce.
Gladly.
Now, see, again, this is the type of stuff I really do like about the companions in Dragon Age Inquisition. Again, just in general in BioWare, because again, it goes back to even to Dragon Age 2. Maybe not so much as in Origins. Actually, no, I think it does happen in Origins, actually. But the problem is I usually kept the same companions over and over again in Origins. But, like, the fact that there's a built-up commodity, like, and again, this is also in Mass Effect, when I eventually do go to Mass Effect, which I will at some point, like, your companions build a commodity, friendship with one another. They put, like, again, just there, Dorian and Blackwall start off just hating each other, but now there's a fucking respect built up. Now, in order for some dialogue to take place, you do need to progress the story somewhat, which makes sense. And again, it's fantastic. It's very well worth swapping the companions out to see how their relationships have sort of evolved. Now, depending on how often you have certain companions with each other, will determine how often do they speak to one another. And because I rarely had Dorian him and Blackwall's dialogue was a bit delayed.
That to Winter Fortress shouldn't be much further.
Now, mind you, I'm never gonna bring out fucking Vivian. I fucking hate her. Oh, oh my god. Oh, I hate her. Like, she is just, again, she's just unwilling to budge. Like, at least with some of the other mage companions. And again, this is where I got the middle ground ending that I would have liked. Oh, here we go. There's the fortress. Okay. No. Barrier's gone. Something's blocking me from hitting stuff on it. Alright.
When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
You said that the jaws of Hakkon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Emeridon, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakkon himself.
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
You didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakkon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the Lady's blessing. When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
I'm ready to attack the jaws of Hakkon.
Good. They will pay the blood price for what they have done.
Here we go. We're finishing up this DLC.
Your Skald and your Scout are here. We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Scald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Emeriden suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakkon, that is where the jaws of Hakkon must perform the rite to free him.
Inquisitor Emeriden saved the lowlands from an Avar invasion. We cannot do any less.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakkon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hakkonites who want to restore the wall.
If anyone has suggestions, now is the time.
What gives you fear, Inquisitor? Is this not the battle you wanted?
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls...
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hakkonites stop them?
This is not a war, Stone Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
If Stonebear Hold can open the gates, we'd be grateful.
The jaws of Hakkon have been bugs in my bedroll for months, Inquisitor. We owe you thanks.
Inquisition forces will feign weakness near the shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
Not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
She's like, oh yeah, we'll climb over the walls. And then we're like, okay, we'll draw some of them out. So that way...
Right, Inquisitor. Hakkon
Yeah.
and I will climb over.
I'll be there to catch Parv when he slips.
Of course you will. You'll be behind me after all.
Oh, like, it's just
Where's the guard?
hilarious.
I've got him.
There! The Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold!
And we have a bear! Hooray!
Let's let him take some spirit damage. Now we have archers. So
Your Avar friends pulled it off.
I've been thinking.
Oh, this should be good.
I was about to say that you're too hard on yourself, Blackwall.
Too hard on myself. Is this setting up a punchline?
You're not the thug I thought you were. You're not the thug anyone thought you were.
Here it comes.
Point is, you should let yourself off the hook. I know bad men, and you're not one.
I'm not sure how to respond.
Of course not. Let's not go crazy with defying expectations.
Watch the wards. We can't afford to be slowed down.
There we go.
That should end the wards.
Blackwall, why the fuck do you run into it? You know, I'm going to assume it's inside the, this inner sanctum. Like the old temple. Like, why wouldn't it be in the old temple? That's our destination.
This isn't natural. We'd better hurry unless you like freezing to death.
The cold isn't so bad here.
Ah, it has 3 stock. Pretty cool. Okay, so this suggests a chance for rooms.
Savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the moments, cold to cut and kill.
We should probably hurry. There's no good kind of crazy ritual chanting.
Meet the might of mountain. Leave the lady lost and lonely. Spirits sour.
He's summoning Hakkon into his own body.
He's mad.
Sing the song of savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed.
There's the Hakkon dragon. At least it's not moving yet.
Blessings cold and...
Here, let me try.
Sing the song of savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated.
Ah, they fucking block you from going that way.
Sing the song of savage Hakkon, born in battle, bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill. Meet the might of Mountain Father. Crush the creed of Korth the Callow. Leave the lady lost and lonely. Scour the skies of spirits in sorrow. Lowland Bay. Graves of Hakkon, bring his body, bloody.
We have to take out the others. We can't hurt Hakkon until they're out.
Face me and die, Inquisitor! Your predecessor could not stand against me. You shall fall as well. I am the cold bite of winter.
Watch yourself, he's putting out the fires.
Hakkon reborn!
Cold gets worse the closer you are.
Why are they not using their potions?
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. And Ran Atishan. I'm glad Draken's friendship with our people has remained strong.
It has not. Dracon's son, Cordillus II, destroyed the Dales.
Draken's son? How long?
There has not been an Inquisitor since you disappeared. 800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
I'm afraid Draken was a little busy with the Darkspawn pouring down from the Anderfells.
I see. Tilana escaped the battle. Did she... Do the records say what became of her?
Tilana died of old age many years later. She never forgot you.
You lie well. But I hunted demons in Maleficarum long before I was Inquisitor. I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics. But Draken told me I was needed. As I suspect you were needed.
What matters now is the dragon you hunted.
The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
I killed the would-be god who unleashed the blight upon the world. He had a dragon too.
Then I leave the world in good hands. The passage of years can be delayed, but not ignored. I will soon join Tilana at Andraste's side. Take this. It holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as strong as he thought. Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
To deal with that dragon, especially if it's possessed again.
What is this? It has a quest giver off. Investments. Oh, we get some new cool armor. Is it better than what we currently have? No. It is. Oh, god damn you! It looks cool and matches the helmet, but why is it weaker? They could have given. They should give us schematics. Like, look at, we'll be taking a significant hit, so unfortunately I will not be equipping it. So Harkon's honor is the longsword. We didn't get the two-handed version. Haven't seen, especially Mercy is daggers. Sorry, is a dagger. Oh, that is a crying shame. You'd think we would have gotten a cool staff since he was a mage himself. So, that is very interesting, is the fact that, like, not only was he apparently a dear friend of the Emperor Draken during the Second Blight, or sorry, just before the Second Blight, to the point where he was worried about his friend because his friend would have sent someone after him. But he found it unfathomable that, like, you know, the humans would have wiped out the elves because of that friendship. And again, like, once again, a mage saved the world. And he was a man of fate. It's just one of those other instances where the Chantry clearly got rid of historical events. They rewrote historical events to suit their narrative, because they cannot have a hero that is an elven mage, otherwise they wouldn't be able to justify some of the things they were doing.
We have a plan. Eren and Arena will lead the Avar elsewhere, so Talana and I can deal with the dragon. My spirit companion believes we can seal the dragon away, even if we cannot kill it. It is less clear whether I can do so without sealing myself in as well. But I have little choice. This beast will wreak devastation across Orlais unless we stop it now.
He saved all of Orlais from the Avar, and no one ever knew.
Heroism shouldn't be about fame. It's about doing what's needed, no matter the cost.
I agree with Blackwall, but at the same time, if the people knew that it was an elf mage that, you know, did that, it could have resulted in a lot less prejudice over the centuries. You know, that's my logic. Is like, how many centuries could have been, you know, been spared of such a prejudice. And again, keep in mind, as we noted, it was not long after this whole... What the fuck, that's a big skeleton. It wasn't long after the events of him fighting this dragon, or at least, you know, as he began to fight the dragon, did the elves Exalted March. And again, keep in mind, folks, they call it Exalted, but what it really is an extermination. An Exalted March is a religious extermination. So, could Draken's son have gotten away with an extermination of elves if the people knew that there was an elven mage hero that was loyal to the Empire? You know, it's that type of situation. Alright, we'll do the memories a little later, folks. We're going to focus on the main objective, which is taking out the dragon. Like, that's... like... It is a tricky situation. Because, again, we have no guarantee that the Exalted March still would not have happened. But the fact that there were two elven mages, one of which was an Inquisitor, that could have made a big difference. You know? Like, maybe the Dales would have still fallen, but it is possible that instead of the alien niches, again, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, which were all essentially slums, would not have been a situation, or there would have been less. I feel like there could have been less prejudice. But again, we will never know. So there's the dragon. Now it is frost-based, so it is a good thing that our group does not do a lot of ice damage. We mostly deal in fire and poison. Looks like he's sending some things out. So we're gonna head back.
Lowlands, I am the breath of winter, the cold wind of war. Join me in battle and die!
He said deep stalkers. Okay, does not affect good to know.
Prove yourself in battle!
Oh, he flattened. Curious, does he have any vulnerabilities? Immunity, fire vulnerabilities. Yeah, dear God, we're pretty much gold. Come on, Varric. Okay, why the fuck are you using the singular bomb stuff again? I could have sworn I did set him to not that. So I'm curious as to why he is currently using it. Okay, this is a great test if to save dragons are affected by anything else. So let's shoot, I think at some point. Yes, it works! Way too soon. Almost ready. Oh, got it just in time. Well, of course not.
a worthy battle.
We're all grouped up. When he goes to do it. That was close.
We will soak the ground with Lowlander blood.
Ah, there we go, folks.
I've never gotten to see you take down a dragon in person.
Corypheus had a dragon. You were there when I killed him.
No, I was below when you killed him. Hard to get a good view with a floating mountain in my way. I must say, it's fun to see it up close.
Perhaps this calls for a new title. Dragon Slayer Harding, perhaps.
Oh, a fancy title goes against the point of being a scout. Nobody should see me coming. Inquisitor Meriden would have been proud that you finished what he started. It's strange. History forgot so much of who he was. They never knew he died saving everyone. Do you ever feel that way?
You weren't in the fortress. How do you hear about Meriden?
I'm a scout, remember? Who do you think writes the messages Liliana reads?
It's not about what we feel. It's about doing what needs to be done.
I suppose you're right. For what it's worth. Nice work, Llewellyn. Anyway, I'll be at camp if there's anything here you want to finish up. Otherwise, see you at Skyhold.
And there's the spear of the dragon flying off. There's the dragon head. There better be good loot. Let's see here. Ice dragon hide. Ice dragon bone. Hakkon's wisdom. So it deals, strange enough, it deals lightning damage, which is weird, but okay. 4 extra tonics and a master culinary. Alright. We're gonna actually tie this up into Guess of the Hold, folks. and then we'll go around collecting the memories.
Inquisitor, you have done more for us than most who are of Stonebear Hold. It is not right that a guest do so much. The Hold has spoken, and you are no guest. You are kin. More than that, your deeds have earned a legend mark worthy of one who broke the jaws of Hakkon. From today, you are known to us as Inquisitor First Thor.
I will be worthy of the gift you give me, Thane Sunhair.
I cannot say that all Avar will be allies with the Lowlands, but your story will be told across the Frostbacks.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing. I hear you judge wrongs among your people, Inquisitor. If you are willing, I ask you to judge Storvaker.
I'm sorry?
As a warrior of our hold, Storvaker should have died rather than submit to the vile ritual the Jaws of Hakkon had prepared. It is unclear whether the Augur or I should judge such a thing. You are here. I would be grateful.
I suppose I could render judgment, if it helps the Hold.
Ah, Storvaker, will you speak to the Hold for your deeds?
As honorary member of the Hold, I believe a Hold beast can travel with my people and still keep her oaths. Storvaker, as Inquisitor First Thor, your punishment will be to serve my Inquisition.
Lady, the Master of the Hunt will make mockery of me for this. Inquisitor First Thor.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell.
We should have a feast. Invite the other friends sworn holes.
It feels like ages since we saw them. Should the Lowlanders come?
Alright. We're going to end this video here, folks. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to, I probably won't be able to finish this up before my brother gets home. Actually, I probably could. Which will allow me to then jump into the next DLC very quickly. Can't believe that we're so close. Oh my god. Again, I'm not rushing things. We are going through them at a reasonable pace. In our case, folks, I'm the Celtic Nerd. Sign out. One name, one sky.